Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I did a walk around of a nice Land Cruiser. So this is Ricardo's Land Cruiser. He just came up here to Mission Viejo, Coto de Caza to pick up a drawer. And I said, hey, before you go, let's walk around your rig and talk about it. So this is JDM right-hand drive. This is a 1996 HDJ81. And what that means, for those of you who don't know, here in the States, we only got gassers. This is diesel, but this is not the 12-valve diesel. This is 24-valve diesel. So this is like the creme de la creme of a diesel 80 series. If you want 12 miles a gallon, if you want 24 miles a gallon, this is your ticket. So very nice. Look at the things that I pick up is these JDM headlights. They are different than the headlights that we got in the US. And look at the fog. You see you're picking up the yellow hue there. That's pretty cool. It's got an aftermarket grill. The previous owner of this was, I guess, the equivalent of a US mafioso. So what do you call it, Ricardo?
Yakuza or something like that.
Akusa. It was an Akusa. So he had it all chromed out. Like, look at the windshield wipers. They're chromed out. At first I thought these were stainless steel, and I was like, that's pretty cool. But I think they're chromed. Chromed windshield wipers. And then, if those of you are picking up, got some white knuckle sliders, but the wheels, these are 3-piece wheels. Beautiful wheels, 3-piece, but my experience, man, 3-piece can be a pain because you have to make sure they're sealed, and if they start having leaks, oh my god. But when they're good, they're beautiful. So these are Bradleys, right?
Yes, yeah, brother.
Bradley on all 4 corners and the rear. So another thing we didn't get in the States on the 80 series is the rear tire carrier, which is right into the body, so definitely secured, right, because it's Toyota manufacturing. Clips on, pretty cool. And yes, again, because he was Japanese mafioso, he had to have quad exhaust, which obviously one of those is just a dummy, or maybe it's spilling out exhaust air from underneath. All right, if we open up the back, you're going to see the drawers that he just picked up, but they're in the box. So if you're ever interested in getting the best drawer system for an 80 series, it's from South Africa. It's the Big Country 4x4, and well, you can get them from me. So I'm a dealer, distributor of that here on the West Coast. So if you haven't noticed, there's something else. I'm going to kind of walk around it and you tell me if you can see what the difference is. You're getting hotter, and you're getting colder, hotter. What? Yeah, look at those fender flares. I didn't notice it either right away, but I did notice these fatter gaskets here to hold in this larger fender. So guess what's underneath that fender flare? The original fenders. So in Japan, the rule is, Ricardo was telling me, that if you want to have, because the guy had like 22s, again, he was a baller in Japan, a final boss man. So to have wider tire, you had to have wider fenders to match it. So you can't have tires sticking outside the body of the vehicle. So there's a company that makes a pretty damn good fender, because look how clean that is. I didn't even notice it until after we spoke for a while. I'm like, wait a minute. So his tires are in slightly because he changed those 22s to some more reasonable Bradleys. Because Ricardo was lucky. He was stationed in Japan, so he could search, find the right cruiser, and ship it back on a boat. And it's one of the benefits of being military. If you have a vehicle out there and you bring it back to the States, you get to ship it for free. So pretty cool. That sun's coming out, and I know it's been cloudy here. Ricardo told me there's a bit of like bronze fleck in the paint. So if we get a good shot of sun here, maybe we can pick that up.
I think it's
A little bit. Yeah, I kind of see that it's going from black to like a bronzy black. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. But very nice. I mean, the other cool thing, I've never been a fan of the window deflectors, but when it comes from Japan, they're thicker. You know, not the super thin ones we get here in the U.S. They're bigger, so I do think they're cool. But yeah, and then you put an ARB on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the other big difference, if we were to start these up, one is your traditional gas startup, and the other one is it's that awesome diesel sound. And then what lift do you have on this? 2.5?
Yes, we have Old Man Emu.
Old Man Emu 2.5. Yep. With the Bradleys. Those Bradleys, those are like $3,000 easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about when you buy them in Japan though? You get a good deal?
Yeah, so I got for about, I think, $600.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I got it within 3 days of ordering.
You should have like bought a whole bunch, put them in the back when you shipped it, and then sell them for $3,000 and pay your truck off.
Yeah, I wanted to, but my wife didn't want us to have more car parts.
So this just in comparison, this is a 1997 collector's edition, so 1 year older than the 96. So both of these, even Japan, had airbags, you know, ABS, but they had ABS since what, 93. I'm pretty sure. Someone's going to fact check me for sure, but in 95 they got airbags in Japan and the US. So for those of you looking for airbag Land Cruisers, you got to keep to the 95s and up. Those of you in the US who that want the FZJ, not the FJ80, but the FZJ, which signifies the engine, the 1FZFE, you got to go 93 and up, but airbags is going to be 95. So this is also lifted, I think, a little higher. It's about 3.5 inches compared to his 2.5, so you can see a slight difference there. But I think we're both riding on 34s on both these trucks. Ricardo's next upgrade will be one of these, a Big Country roof rack. So same company that makes the drawers. You see how the slats go the length of the vehicle. That can handle 600 pounds. For those of you who are serious, you do not want to do the front runners, the Princeus that are bolt together. You got like 60, 70 bolts up top holding it together. There's no bolts. There's just 6 secure points, which are the footings. So this thing don't move. You can get 3 200-pound people jumping up and down on the top of that. Rooftop tent, whole family in, that thing is solid and it won't get loose going down you know, the trail like the other bolt together in your driveway. Just the one thing is this ships on a pallet because it's fully welded. It's one huge piece, which is not shipping friendly, and that's why everybody buys Princeus, because it's cheaper and it ships in a box to your driveway, and then you spend half your day bolting it together. Get a if you get one of those bolt together, make sure you have a Milwaukee, you know, or an electric drill, because you're going to be doing a lot of twisting. But this is a beautiful rig. The last thing, well, the thing that Ricardo's been doing has been removing all the chrome, because this one was crazy chromed out, including all the moldings here. So he ordered this piece to get it all black, which makes sense. And then he's going to go Manta, just one exhaust, and drop the quad exhaust. But there you have it. Ricardo, what, in your words, you searched this out in Japan. Why this year?
Because I wanted the airbags.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is because I have a family, so my wife wanted airbags.
Yeah.
They want the no handlebar.
With so, kids, yeah.
And I wanted a 24 valve.
Yeah, 24 valve is the bee's knees when it comes to these. Yeah, and then you have sunroof, you have, oh yeah, and one thing I was saying to Ricardo, because I have a diesel too, I go, you know what, the one thing that both of us are missing out on that we didn't get is manual transmission. And he's like, yeah, but he says in Japan, manual transmission, you'd end up getting the poverty pack, because, you know, automatic back in the day was an upgrade. But now we all want manual, and that's the upgrade. Like, cost you 12-15 grand to swap out, do a transmission swap to manual. I know, I did one. Barn doors was also, if you got manual, it had the barn doors, no sunroof, you know, all the bells and whistles gone. Even the fender flares, no fender flares in Japan. Not those ones, but the standard ones if you got a manual.
And some of the manual windows too.
Oh man, yeah, manual. Yeah, so manual, not only transmission, but on the windows all the way around. Okay, one final walkthrough, but thanks for tuning in. Check out that cool rig. And if you're in SoCal, if you want a roof rack, if you want the awning, the original 270 ostrich ring, the drawers, I have them all available. And if your rig cuts the mustard like this one does, we'll do a walk around and share it with everybody. So very cool. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking it out. If you still want to stick around, we'll have a word from our sponsors. It's actually a couple products that I help rep, and pretty cool. Like if you have tools, loose things, it's tool rolls, and then the new OuTask light, which is a pretty awesome light for camping and just having handy in your vehicle, especially if you get a flat tire at night. The light, that if you want to see it, if you stick around, it has magnetic ends, so you can stick it to your car and then the light shines down, or wherever you want to put the swivel head, to give yourself some great light. So check that out. And it's got a battery to 12,000 milliamps. So 12,000 is pretty powerful. That'll charge your phone at least 2 times if you got a, you know, the latest greatest phone. All right, so thanks for checking it out. Happy trails, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.